Hello, YouTubers, and welcome to what is now my channel update for April 2025. And with this update, we have got rather a lot of things that need to be explained. And of course, I also have a few things that I really need to get off my chest. And so, with that being said, I will try and explain 5 things in the course of a 7-minute update video. And without further ado, let's start on that right now. So first of all, I have been making sure that I'm getting through what remains of my coursework, because, well, for starters, this is really important to me, because aside from this being probably the toughest educational year yet, it is also the year where I will manage to say that I effectively do have a university degree under my belt. Something that I have very much been fighting for the best part of nearly 8 years to somehow get to this point. Or basically since September 2017, when I started college, and it actually managed to help me eventually get to where I more or less am today. And I am forever grateful for my 5 years of college experience that eventually did get me there. So that's the first reason. The second reason is because I have been dealing with a lot of work stress recently, and this has pretty much been going on now for the last 6 months, where the workloads at times, with me having to somehow compromise with my VTubing work, the two of them, they've almost been colliding like comets, and it's honestly hard to know which one for me has actually been more important than the other. But eventually, I knew the coursework was going to win the tussle over my VTubing work, and I figured, well, because I had more or less been spending too much time trying to compromise between the two, if there were certain videos in the last 6 months where I might have sounded stressed, well, that was partly because, well, with the amount of workloads I was dealing with at the time, there were honestly days where it really was just making me feel bored and downright depressed. Like, I couldn't really find anything that would actually bring me much of a thrill to actually overcome the shitload of work that I basically had to more or less put myself through, and I knew there wasn't really going to be much else I could actually do. So that's pretty much reason number 2. Reason number 3 is because, well, the channel has been in a bit of a slump in recent weeks. It hasn't exactly been getting the same levels of growth as what it rather surprisingly got to start off the year, because I think I was probably at about either 609 or 610 in terms of the subscriber numbers I had by the end of January, as I was basically what almost felt like a hot streak, but then it quickly died down through February, and, well, right now, I think I probably see myself on, 670 subs, 671, thereabouts, and the growth has not really been what I was kind of hoping for. But again, I kind of knew the recent boom I had in January was not going to last very long. But either way, I have been trying my best to make it so my videos can be decent. And although my most wanted playthrough may not be the one with the best quality, I can assure you my work is done by a human being. It's not done by robots, it's done by a simple human being. And that's pretty much reason number 3. Reason number 4 is because, well, with there being, well, everything going up again, personally, I think it's a bunch of shit. It's all a bunch of goddamn shit. And that's reason number 4. And my 5th reason, if you probably know the 2 sentences I used from reason number 4, well, that's because I technically made a reference to the Family Guy episode Road to Germany, which, by the way, I think is actually 2 lines that summarize where we basically are perfectly. And if you are incensed with the current economic situation, then I honestly wouldn't blame you, because all of us are about as very pissed off as one another. But either way, the 5th reason is because, well, I have a few weeks to get through the rest of my coursework, and I can honestly say it has been a hard struggle for all of us to somehow survive this. But now that we're actually here, and I may not be able to speak for everyone, but the university year has definitely been a slugfest, to say the least. And I am basically just hopeful in saying that I can actually succeed with this graduation. And of course, I do wish the best to everyone else who is on the final university year as well. So, yeah. Thanks for watching this update video. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you over the weekend. Peace.